把这风景都看遍，为你写一诗篇几行誓言，几个长篇几次相遇。
Have you ever watched an actor's debut clips and then been completely shocked by how much they have transformed in just a few short years? The tall, strikingly handsome guy in 2020, who acted quite stiffly with limited expressions and eyes that didn't fully convey emotion, has now become the 2026 peak powerhouse, delivering mature, multi-layered performances that leave audiences unable to sit still and constantly praising him. Zhang Linghe has achieved an incredible acting transformation from basic debut roles that relied heavily on visuals to his current peak with complex, emotionally rich characters. Today on Unseen File, Jessica is bringing you the most detailed and in-depth analysis of his rapid acting growth journey. From those early inexperienced roles to the breakthroughs that have made the entire C-drama industry acknowledge him as a truly talented actor, not just a visual idol. Welcome to Unseen File, the channel that explores the unseen stories and hidden angles behind Asian stars. I am Jessica, and in today's video we are taking a long, thorough look at Zhang Linghe's acting progress year by year in a logical and fair way. Born in 1997 in Wuxi, standing 190 centimeters tall, and coming from a serious electrical engineering background at Nanjing Normal University, Zhang Linghe was not someone trained professionally in acting from a young age like many other actors. He entered the entertainment industry with a completely different foundation, and his journey from a future engineer to a screen heartthrob is truly inspiring for many young people chasing their dreams. The year 2020 marked his official debut with two important leading roles. In Maiden Homes, he played Pei Zhao, a romantic prince with an extremely handsome appearance. However, at that time, Zhang Linghe's acting was still quite green, with rather monotonous expressions and eyes that lacked the power to convey the character's complex inner world. In many emotional scenes, he mainly relied on his tall, good-looking visuals and model-like figure to make an impression. Similarly, in Sparkle Love as Mai Sechong, he delivered the image of a warm, modern young man, but it still felt formulaic, without real depth or multiple layers of emotion. Back then, audiences mostly praised his striking looks, while many opinions honestly pointed out that his acting was still quite basic and not yet mature. As Jessica, I have to say directly that this debut period was both the first major challenge and the most important lesson for Zhang Linghe. His high-level visuals were clearly an advantage that helped him quickly attract young audiences. But in the fiercely competitive entertainment industry, stopping at outer beauty alone makes it very easy to be labeled and quickly forgotten. He did not choose the easy path of relying forever on his appearance. With the discipline and logical thinking from his engineering background, Zhang Linghe began analyzing characters systematically, learning from every role, even when initial feedback was not explosive. That became the solid foundation for his later explosive growth. From my personal perspective on Unseen File, many other young actors might be satisfied with being visual idols. But Zhang Linghe proved he wanted to become a real actor with depth and the ability to conquer audiences with genuine talent. Let us compare more specifically and in detail to see the clear differences. In Maiden Homes in 2020, the scenes where Pei Zhao expressed affection felt quite flat. His gestures were not natural, and his voice acting lacked rich emotion with mechanical rhythm. Audiences could easily see he was handsome, but were not deeply drawn into the character's inner world. Then in 2022, the role of Chang Heng in Love Between Fairy and Devil became a historic turning point that changed his career completely. Zhang Linghe excellently portrayed the inner conflicts of the immortal war god, cold and steadfast, yet deeply emotional and full of love. His melancholic eyes in Sacrifice scene, gentle warm smiles beside Xiaohua, and deep, touching voice reached the hearts of millions of audiences across Asia. Compared to his 2020 debut, the improvement in eye acting, body language, emotional rhythm control, and character immersion was extremely obvious, almost a massive leap forward. This role not only achieved huge commercial success, but also earned him recognition as a male lead with real acting potential, no longer limited by his looks. I see Chang Heng as the key role that officially helped Zhang Linghe break free from the pure visual idol label. he started adding many complex emotional layers, making the character not only beautiful but truly alive, forcing viewers to think, empathize, and feel lingering emotions afterward. This progress came from relentless hard work, spending time studying scripts, practicing expressions in front of the mirror, and learning from directors and experienced colleagues. After this major success, Zhang Linghe became more confident and dared to take on roles that demanded higher acting skills and greater complexity. In 2023, he continued, proving his remarkable growth through 2 major roles back-to-back. The role of Xie Wei in Story of Kunning Palace was a real breakthrough in quality. This character was cold, calculating, and filled with deep inner tragedy and overlapping emotions. Zhang Linghe handled the transitions from icy scheming to warmth and pain with extreme finesse. His eye acting at this point reached a level where a single glance could tell an entire long, tragic story. Next was Gong Ziyu in My Journey to You, the lonely sect leader in a dark wuxia atmosphere full of danger. He excellently portrayed emotional restraint, profound loneliness, and explosive inner moments that made audiences feel heartache and distress for the character. From my personal view on Unseen File, the progress in 2023 was extremely impressive and admirable. He moved from more symbolic roles to characters with complex psychological depth that required high technique. Zhang Linghe was not afraid to challenge himself with difficult characters that sometimes completely contrasted with his previous romantic handsome image. He learned to use silence, low deep voice, and small gestures to convey emotions in the most delicate way. Many people who once criticized him as only handsome now had to admit he was gradually becoming a solid actor with real skill. His daily persistent training and careful character analysis helped him completely transform his acting quality in a short time. 2024 continued to prove Zhang Linghe's versatility and maturity. As Pei Wenxuan's in The Princess Royal, he had to embody an intelligent, scheming politician in tense intellectual battles with sharp dialogue. He handled subtle expressions in confrontations as well as private emotional moments with great skill. His acting at this stage was smooth, natural, with excellent rhythm control and increasingly deep character immersion. Comparing directly to his 2020 debut roles, the difference is like night and day. From an actor who relied heavily on visuals to a versatile male lead who carries the entire story with his talent. As Jessica, I highly respect Zhang Linghe's non-stop spirit of improvement. He never rests on his success, but always seeks new, more challenging roles. Coming from an electrical engineering student to acting, he brings logic and high discipline into his profession. Every role is a lesson he analyzes thoroughly, noting weaknesses to improve continuously. That is why in just a few short years he has progressed tremendously, from a visuals-based actor to a talented heartthrob with real depth. We have now gone through the detailed journey from the 2020 debut, with still quite basic roles that relied heavily on appearance, to the important roles in 2022, 2023, and 2024, where Zhang Linghe's acting truly began to shine brightly. This change is not only in technique but also in mindset, inner maturity, and deep character immersion. But the story does not end here. In the next part, Jessica will analyze even deeper into 2025 with warm and diverse roles, and especially the 2026 peak in Pursuit of Jade. How exactly did he reach the pinnacle of acting? What skills helped him completely conquer audiences? What inner changes happened? Stay with Unseen File to discover more interesting insights and the deepest personal perspectives on Zhang Linghe's incredible and inspiring acting journey. "2025 marked an important and interesting development step in Zhang Linghe's acting journey, as he began expanding into more modern, everyday roles instead of being limited to costume dramas. The role of He Suye in The Best Thing is one of the clearest and most impressive proofs of his progress in expressing close, delicate emotions. He transformed into a talented, warm doctor who is both highly professional in his work and full of compassion for patients. Scenes where he interacts with patients, shares work pressure, or has emotional moments with the female lead are handled extremely naturally and smoothly. His eye acting at this stage reached a high level of refinement. With just a light glance, he could convey exhaustion after long shifts, worry for patients, or small joys when saving a life. Compared to his flat 2020 debut roles that relied heavily on visuals, The difference here is that he truly lives and breathes the character, letting audiences feel the inner depth instead of stopping at handsome appearance. As Jessica, I think this Hee Soo-ye role is extremely important because it helped Zhang Linghe completely break the previous romantic, ancient costume male god framework. He brought softness and everyday emotional depth while still maintaining his tall, masculine charisma. The progress lies in his ability to balance strong visuals with inner acting, making audiences both mesmerized by his looks and deeply drawn into the character's emotional story. He no longer acts symbolically but truly inhabits the role, understanding a doctor's professional pressures, small happy moments, and sadness when facing illness. This is a clear sign of an actor who is maturing and becoming increasingly versatile. Continuing with his other roles in 2025, Zhang Linghe also participated in Our Generation and several group projects where he demonstrated natural interaction with the cast. He perfected group acting skills, no longer standing out solely because of his height and appearance, but truly blending into the overall story. His voice acting also improved dramatically with a warmer, more flexible tone that knows how to emphasize and change rhythm to add depth to every line. Scenes showing his maturity, responsibility, or inner torment were handled meticulously. From my personal perspective on Unseen File, 2025 was the period when he solidified a strong foundation, transitioning from visual heartthrob to a diverse actor ready for bigger challenges at the next peak. He never stopped learning from colleagues, observing real life, and practicing expressions to overcome all the limitations from his 2020 debut. Besides that, Zhang Linghe also showed progress in role selection and image building. He dared to try characters with completely opposite personalities, from a gentle, warm doctor to roles requiring strong inner power. This change not only diversified his career but also let audiences see his non-stop effort. Many fans on Weibo and TikTok commented that they clearly witnessed his journey from a handsome debut guy to an actor who can tell stories with his eyes and emotions. I highly value this because it proves Zhang Linghe does not rest on success but always finds ways to elevate himself. And then we arrive at the 2026 peak, the year Zhang Linghe truly exploded and received wide recognition for his professional acting. The role of Xie Zheng in Pursuit of Jade is the most important role in his career so far, marking his highest point to date. This character is powerful, extremely complex with a tragic revenge journey, political scheming, and countless overlapping emotional layers. Zhang Linghe performed excellently the strong inner restraint, explosive emotional moments, and subtle transitions from cold decisiveness to torment and pain. His eye acting in this role has been praised highly by both professionals and audiences. A single look could tell a long story of loss, justice, and inner struggle. His body language was also extremely precise, with every small gesture, step, and head tilt carrying deep meaning and adding weight to the character. I have to say that compared to the stiff and flat acting in his 2020 debut, the 2026 Xie Zheng role is a massive, almost perfect leap forward. From a guy whose acting still relied heavily on visuals to a male lead capable of carrying an entire drama with real acting talent. He handled action scenes, intense palace intrigue, and deeply touching emotional segments with excellence. The maturity in his acting shows clearly in how intelligently he uses silence, knowing when to let quiet moments increase emotional weight instead of speaking too much. Audiences no longer just watch him because he's handsome, but get completely pulled into the character's inner world, empathizing strongly, and discussing the performance for many weeks after the drama ends. From my personal view on Unseen File, this 2026 peak is not only Zhang Linghe's personal success, but also living proof of the power of persistence and continuous improvement. From an electrical engineering student with no professional acting foundation, he trained himself through every role, every project, and every small failure. He is never afraid to challenge himself with completely opposite characters or roles that demand high and psychological depth. This rapid progress strongly inspires the younger generation of actors. Good looks are only the initial advantage, but real talent forged over time is what helps you go far and stand strong in the highly competitive entertainment industry. Furthermore, his 2026 peak acting has also helped Zhang Linghe expand his international influence. Many audiences across Asia and even some Western viewers have started noticing him not just for his appearance, but for his increasingly professional acting ability. He is gradually shaping the image of a versatile male idol who can succeed in both costume and modern dramas. I believe if he maintains this momentum, Zhang Linghe will go even further in the coming years. In summary, through today's full video, Zhang Linghe's acting journey from 2020 debut to 2026 peak is a beautiful, inspiring story of non-stop growth. From basic roles that relied heavily on appearance to complex, multi-layered performances with refined eye acting, precise body language, and rich emotions. He has proven that an actor can completely transform if they train with discipline and choose the right direction. As Jessica from Unseen File, I am very proud to analyze and share this journey with you. Zhang Linghe is in a very solid position to become one of the top versatile, talented heartthrobs in C-drama in the near future. Thank you for staying with Jessica until the very end of this special video. If you love deep analyses about actors' growth, please hit the like button hard, share it with your drama-loving friends, and subscribe to Unseen File right now so you don't miss future quality videos. Which role of Zhang Linghe do you think shows his acting transformation most clearly? Drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. See you in the next interesting Unseen File videos. Goodbye and stay healthy.